Welcome to Mint Views. Today we are going to talk about the People's Republic of China. Today, 1st October, is the 70th anniversary of the Communist Revolution in China. Today we know the country is on the verge of becoming a superpower. The big question really is China a role model for the rest of the world, for other countries? Or is it not? That's the question today. Shrija.
I think, Harish, to look into its present status, I think we have to go back a bit into the history. So the way China started its October Revolution, as we all know, it became a transformative epochal moment in not only the Chinese history but across the world. It's an extended form of the 1917 Bolshevik Revolution that led to the creation of a Union Soviet socialist state. This event itself, where communism got deeply ingrained into the Chinese society, and it not only belonged to the social and political imagination, but it also spread its wings in the economic sphere, and that led to a different sort of problems in its own. What Mao Zedong initiated, the economic transformation that actually plunged millions into poverty. But now look at China's state; it's almost lifted 800 millions out of poverty. So this transformation is definitely a surprise for many.
It's fascinating. It's rare in world history. Deng Xiaoping, like you said, who said it doesn't matter what the color of the cat is so long as it catches the mice. That's how he adopted capitalism with Chinese characteristics. But is this the kind of country anyone should emulate? Srijay, what do you say?
Depends as to what aspect of China you want to emulate. In terms of its sheer economic progress that China has made over the past 70 years, yes, as Shrija said, 800 million people have been lifted out of poverty. Is a humongous number actually. So if you look at its sheer economic prowess, yes, it is worth emulating. Other things like human rights issues, that can be debated.
Well, is it a happy place or not? I'm not so sure. Anant, what do you think?
Yeah, the end point that he made about human rights and all, I think I should elaborate on that also. We should be a little bit cautious about pursuing brazen growth, growth targets. That's not the way society should evolve. And if you see in China, they might have great strong economy, rapid pace of growth, but this has come at a cost of political freedoms, at a cost of human rights violations, so many other spheres where they lag behind many countries, for instance India or the US, in terms of the kind of freedoms their people enjoy. You've seen episodes where media has been banned from that country just because the media spoke in an independent manner. This does not happen in countries like India or US or any other free democracy. So I think we need to keep in mind the cost that the country has had to pay to achieve that kind of growth also. And I don't think this is something that free democracies would be willing to compromise on.
Correct. Now, countries like India have already basically tasted freedom. In such a situation, I don't see why Indians would want to actually emulate China except on the economic front. Can these be separated, you think? The economy from society in that sense?
I think that has been the dilemma all along for India. Should they be pursuing hardcore growth and just ignoring everything else? But I guess the consensus has been that these democratic values that we uphold are very precious to us. We don't compromise on some fundamental values, they do.
Wrap this up. China has obviously impressed a lot of people with its economic performance, but is that the sort of country other countries would want to be? We're not so sure, because whether or not they have a proper social conscience is still a big question for most of us. And even on the economic front, ultimately a free country is a creative country, and that is probably the way to go even on economic growth. Thank you.